Hi, everybody, and welcome to Courage to Change with Karen. I'm Karen Gardenier, and I'm your host today. And today I'm going to read out of Let Go Now. This is by Karen Casey. She's the author of Each Day a New Beginning. You might have heard of that. And I love this book, and it's all about detachment, which is a key fundamental part of living a fantastic, free, fun-filled life. Okay, so she comes up with a lot of different ways to detach. We're going to read about number 15, page 24. Detachment is not making a big deal of situations or even complicated ones. See, that's another type of detachment, is not making a big deal of situations, even complicated ones. When I was whining for the umpteenth time about a situation over which I had no control, a good friend said, "So what?" I was initially startled, miffed, and even slightly hurt, but soon realized that she had done me a great service. I was creating a drama over a very minor, though often repeated situation. And the reality is, we don't need to dramatize even major situations. When we allow God into the mix of the resolution, calm can prevail. As I have matured, calm has become far more attractive to me. Knowing that I can feel peace instead of this has been a life saving mantra. The only problem is that I have to remember to use it. Periodically, I slide into old behavior and let what's happening around me influence how I'm feeling. When my emotions get triggered by what I'm seeing others do or hearing what others are saying, I've been given up my own life for the moment. Their actions or words may not make me angry, but they can create my reality for that moment. With practice, I can remember to create my own reality, and I'm far better for it. There's a little snippet below that says, "Creating my own reality is an excellent undertaking every moment of the day. Unless I'm in the flow of detaching from others, my reality would be clouded by their behavior." Oh boy. Well, this is really good for me. I'm going to admit something to you. It's a huge character defect. But when I get upset and angry at someone and I'm telling the story over again, I magnify it. I kind of embellish the story. And I put in things like I should have said, or I wish I would have said. And I put in things that I think that they know that what they meant. Does that make sense? So I do that. And I've noticed in the last year that I'm really bad at that. And after I say it, I think, God, why did I say that? Like, that's not even what happened. You know what I mean? Like, I made that sound a lot worse. And I made myself sound like the hero or the victim, depending on what reaction I wanted. And I feel bad about that. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to just actually say what the person said. See, because I want the person listening to me to be as mad as I am. I want them to understand the way I took it and the way I think they meant it. So it doesn't feel like I'm embellishing or magnifying. It feels like I'm just really trying to communicate what happened. Is that bullshit or what? I'm telling you, I could justify anything I want. It's terrible. That is bullshit. Um, when I was whining for the umpteenth time about a situation over which I have no control, uh, let's see, I'm rereading this because I want to talk about a couple things. As I've matured, calm has become far more attractive to me. That is the truth. And I think one of the reasons I've realized that I have this, there's two reasons why I realized that this character defect is really affecting me and my relationships. And it's keeping me stuck in drama over things that aren't that important. It's really making mountains out of molehills. Two reasons. One, one reason that I've noticed is I've gotten older and I don't want the drama. I'm wondering, eh, what I just don't want it. What was the little quote in here? She said, uh, I can feel peace instead of this. Well, that's me. I think, God, do I really want to argue right now? Do I really want to do this? I used to argue the point. Oh, I could argue for hours. I just don't care anymore. I don't want to argue. I've argued enough. I don't care. Whatever you think. You know what I mean? I don't agree with you, but whatever. That's what you think. And I mean, in context, I'm not talking about serious things that I'm just going to roll over for, but in general, I don't want to argue. And the second reason, the biggest reason that I realized that I do this is because I've a friend I'm spending a lot more time with who does this all the time. And it is annoying. I'm saying, I always say the reason to go to meetings is because you can see this shit in other people more than you can see in yourself. So I never saw this in myself before. I never saw that I was really just trying to get you on my side and make sure you really understood how wrong they are and how right I am, which is probably insecurity. I don't know. I don't go to a therapist about it. All I know is I should not be doing that because it is a waste of time. But she does this. And I'm thinking, I don't think that's what he said or she said. And I don't think that's what you said, but I get the gist of what you're trying to tell me. Um, but after being with her for a while, I'm like, oh my God, I do that too. I find myself doing it. Like when I'm doing it, I think, oh my God, this is just like so and so. And I'm embarrassed, that I'm making big deals out of stuff because I want some drama. I want something to talk about. I want people to know I'm right. I want to be important, whatever, whatever that is. I don't know. It's all ego. It's not helpful. It's a waste of time. And I got to detach from that. That is a connection. That is a way to keep things cooking. And that it's hard. I mean, when I hear her do it now, I'm thinking, "Ugh, who cares? Whatever. Just let it go, or do something about it, but quit talking about it. I don't want to hear the story." And then we get together with other people and she tells them the story. And it changes a little bit more every time she tells the story. And I thought, holy shit, that's me. I'll change the story based on who I'm talking to. So I am working so hard on that. I'm working at trying to keep it really simple. I'm trying to get my point across now. It's so manipulative that I use so many words and feelings to express something that could be in 3 or 4 words because I want to make sure that you're getting it, right? I want to make sure that you're getting it the way I want you to get it. It's control. It's what it is. It's control. I just came up with that. I'm trying to control things again in my life by talking about shit that doesn't even matter to people that don't even care and making up shit that's not even true. And so I like this. This is another way to detach. I mean, if you can get detachment on all these levels we talk about every Thursday, your life, you all of a sudden you have a lot more time, right? Things are a lot more simpler. There's not so much rolling through your head. You go to bed without rethinking things over and over and over. It's just a better way to live. And so I am really working on that. Now that we've talked about it and I read it, like I kind of knew, I had a feeling because it was annoying me when she did it. And I was like, holy shit, I do this too. But now that we just read it and I found out that there can be a way to detach from that by stopping to do that, that it is a form of control, of manipulation, of drama, of stirring the pot, being a shit stir. I don't want to be a shit stirrer anymore. I don't. And I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to really, really ask my higher power for some help here, and and say things back just the way they happened if someone asked me, without embellishing, without, embellishing, without lying about it, without making it a bigger deal than it is, about complaining for no reason to people that just do not care. It's very center of the universe thinking to think that people want to hear about this. What happened at the grocery store? Wow, wow, wow. What happened at church? Blah, 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 blah. You know what she said? Blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Shut up, Karen. So I'm glad we read this today. I had a big aha moment. I don't know, you heard the big pop of my head popping out of my ass, but it did. I get it. And I do believe that you can learn a lot more about yourself by watching other people. So go to meetings, go to meetings, go to meetings, go to meetings, and listen. Listen, ask God to show you what you need to know. Okay? And join me again tomorrow. If you're subscribing, you can join me tomorrow. Every day I do a courage to change in the morning. So if you're a part of that, I'll see you tomorrow, and if not, I'll see you next Thursday. I love you, and thank you so much for being a part of this community and helping me grow and change. Please like, share, and subscribe so that I can continue. Have a great day. Bye.